Welcome back. You are with Dr. Maharajan on our mission on knowledge sharing. This is the series on corporate social responsibility. So, before we move forward to see interesting things, let us recall what we know about CSR. See, generally we talk about CSR, corporate social responsibility, but then again you need to understand there is something like ISR also, that is individual social responsibility. As individuals, we also need to be socially responsible human beings. Now, CSR is defined. We know the corporate commitments that is integrated into the business practices, integrated into the strategy. That is, we call it as corporate social responsibility. It is not just a one-time donation or something like that. It is a strategy, a plan of action to serve the society which is integrated, which is be a part and parcel of our corporate vision and mission. Then we have seen the triple bottom line, we have seen the various models of CSR, Carroll's model and other things. We have seen the stakeholder theories also, how organizations, stakeholders, who are the stakeholders? We have employees, we have all the people like the government, we have the customers, we have the society in general. Now, what forces shape CSR actually? What is today's focus? What we are going to do today? Like, consider these flows. There is, for any business, it's something like a SWOT. External pressures and expectations are there, internal values are there, and market dynamics supports, and the government side regulatory pressures are there. So, what connects all these? What is the link between all these? That is the topic of our today's learning actually. Like we have here, let us take one by one. We have the regulatory drives. Essentially, understand, we are going to see why, what factors or what forces drive this corporate social responsibility, a comprehensive framework. The regulatory drivers, like the government brings in rules and regulations, like in our Company Act, the CSR provisions are given. So regulatory drivers, what organizations should do, how organizations should pay back to the society, what percent of their profits they should spend for the society, and what are the do's and don'ts. So regulatory drivers are there. So that in a way drives the corporates to go in for CSR. Then stakeholders pressures, that is external pressure, stakeholders, even the internal employees and the customers and the society in general put pressure on the corporates to do something for the society. Okay, even the shareholder, not in addition to the shareholders, the customers also, they want a better product, better services. They want the company to offer them something more in addition to the basic product and service. So consumer activism we call it. So consumers demand more in case of any wrong or anything. Some cases the industry may be polluting or the industry might have been constructed destroying the forest area. In that case, what should be the compensation? What is the alternate afforestation schemes it has to take place? So these sort of process come up. Then we have internal values. It is the top management or management views on ethics, on the value systems, what we should give back to the society. So that is the internal values. So CSR is driven by regulatory drivers, stakeholder pressure, internal values, and the market forces also. The market forces, because of the competitive nature, this again nowadays companies started using the CSR as a brand value for building their brands. Even ITC started printing on their notebooks that is a certain percentage, a certain amount of proceedings from the notebooks it will be spent on girls' education or something like that. So that is market forces again drive. So we know all these forces drive CSR. Now, moving on, we'll see what are the external drivers. So in detail, regulatory legal frameworks we know, consumer activism and awareness, and investor expectations. The investors expect a better return. Investors expect their company should be known for good causes. These are things. Then global standards. We have the global standards, ISO series, ISO 14,000 series. These all things. So global standards. How much should be the pollution level? What should be the pesticide level in case of organic production and all, and the NGO scrutiny of all these organizations. That's again drives. Yes, essentially, the company needs to maintain a goodwill. Now, further, in addition to this, we have the forces beyond the organization we have seen. Further, these internal drivers. Who are all the internal drivers? Of course, internal drivers are the leadership. What is the leadership's concept about the human values? Leadership's concept about service to society and other things. So, this consists of mainly the internal views. Now, real life case studies, we can see Tata Groups, we can see the Hindustan Unilever, we can see the ITC, how that is stakeholder integration is done within the business process itself. Now, as a mind map, we can see external forces and the internal forces and strategic visions and competitions. This all act on CSR. Now, it is applied in design thinking. So, it's again which stage? It is the empathy stage, understanding with empathy the needs of different stakeholders. So that's how design thinking connection is there here in CSR also. Further, let us test our learning, try to answer these questions, and we have learned today what drives organizations to go in for CSR. Reference books are given to enrich your learning. Happy learning. See you. Bye.